Hello and welcome to Exclusive Craft Academy. My name is Sharon Johnson and I am the owner here at Exclusive Craft Academy. Today I will be showing you how to make an envelope gift box, which is something that is really great for graduation, because graduation season is upon us and it's always good to add something new. So today what you're going to need is your prints for the envelope. These are on 8.5 by 11 prints. This here is the front. This is the back. These are the sides and the bottom. And then this is also the front as well. Okay. I do have the template. If you would like to grab the template, I will include the link here for you. So that way you can grab the template. All you have to do is drop and drag and print. Okay. The next thing that you're going to need for this is some plastic sheet. I'll leave the link for that as well. The plastic sheet is great. This is the best one to be able to use when you're giving it out as a gift, okay? And when you are selling them, this is the one that you want to use, okay? But for today's purposes and today's demonstration, I will be using foam board, okay, because this here is a sample. So I will be using foam board. So you know that you have two different products that you can use. You can utilize the hard plastic or you can utilize the foam board. Today we are utilizing the foam board. So I'm going to see where my sticker is, which is here. And I'm going to make sure that that's on that end because we do not want that showing here on this, okay? And I don't feel like moving that because I'm not going to need that side either way it goes. So we're going to go ahead and get started. After you have these items here, make sure that you have some glue sticks. And then you also want to have your glue gun. And you want to have your X-Acto knife to be able to cut. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to take my time and I'm going to remove the backing off of my sticker paper. Like so. I'm going to go ahead and grab my squeegee. So you can utilize a ruler or you can utilize a squeegee, okay? Squeegee, you're going to use the back side of it. I'm just going to take and just set this up here up top. I'm going to make sure that it's lined up straight because you need it to be straight. So when you cut it, it is not cutting out in the wrong manner. So I'm just going to do like that there. Lift this. And just go under. And just continue on. Now that we have that there, I'm going to take and grab my next one. And I'm going to turn this one here sideways to where it fits like this. So that means I have to start at the bottom. Once again, just fold it and make a line. Line it up. Then once again. This is awkward because I am not a lefty, but we're going to make it work. we have that. Now off to the next. Now let's see where we're going to place this one. Yep. Okay, so we're going to do just like that. And then that fits right there. Perfect. Go ahead and take this backing off. Now that we have that, I'm going to take and trim this part here. And then we are going to place this one here. Line that up as close as I can. So that way when I go to cut, I still have foam board. Okay, now that we have that, I do have my cutting mat underneath, and I am just going to take and do this in the easiest manner possible. I'm going to place this here, get my ruler, my X-Acto knife. And I'm just using the lines on my mat to be able to cut this. Okay, we'll just set that off to the side. And I grabbed my other knife just to see if this one might cut a little better, because this other one here cut it kind of funny. So I'm just going to go ahead and just line this up and cut that with this and see if that's going to cut better. So once again, I'm just going to use my mat and my ruler to see that we can cut this out close and pretty decent. Cleaner cut. Okay, so now that we have that, we're going to set that off to the side. And now we're going to focus on this piece here. And you're just going to line it up to the paper. Marks around it where your color is. And you're just going to cut that. Okay. We're just going to cut all the way around. Here, just going to go straight across. Make sure you line it up good. Just put my blade at the tip of the V. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And that comes out just like that, nice and clean. Okay, so now we move on to the next one. Now I didn't have to put anything for the back, but I think it looks more nicer and finished when you do have something on the back. Just in case you were wondering, why did I do the back? You want it to be a finished product and not something that just looks like it's been thrown together, in my opinion. And if you notice, by me putting the whole sheet of sticker paper on there, you're able to line it up really nice, good, and even, versus if you just cut them out and then want to go lay them on there. I see a little white, so I'm going to try to trim that off. And then I'm going to try to cut this as close as I possibly can. As you see, I went up, then over, then I'm going to come over here. And I'm just going to straighten this out to where it is. Straight up. Okay. Straight as possible. Okay, so now up here at the top, I'm going to try to come back in on this one. Okay. So now what I'm doing by having one on the front and on the back is I'm going to take these two pieces, and when I put them together, it's just going to make it a lot more sturdier on the top back part. I'm just going to try to straighten this up. Okay, but I'll wait till I get the other one, because these two are going to go back to back. I could have took and waited and stuck the other sticker on the back, but I just wanted to make it a lot more sturdier. Or you can just use two separate ones. It's all up to you. We can even make it into an insert. So these are the sides, just so you can have an idea of what is going on, okay? You might be saying to yourself, where is she gonna put that blue, right? You'll see. Okay, so we got that straight. Now go on into this one, so we can decide on which one that we're gonna have up on there. And I'll show you how we're gonna do. getting down to the end and it's starting to get funny. I'm going to have to see if I can use the heat from the glue gun to straighten that out. So you will notice that if you do this, that when you use the hard plastic, that it comes out a lot more cleaner. See if I can use the heat from here. Just see if I can smoothen it out some. Okay. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and start stacking it together. Okay. Now this part here, I was going to face it up, so that way this is a finished bottom. Or we're going to leave this part out. We can put this on the inside so it's a finished bottom on the inside. Okay. So I'm just going to hold this together just to see which would be the best method to put it together. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take and put some glue there. Hold that. That is together in play. Now we can go ahead and do the side as well. Okay, so you could line that up. Don't you see how it is supposed to be? Make sure for my other part here. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my glue here on the outer lip. So when I lay it across there, it will glue there. So that, here, and here. It doesn't take very much. Doesn't take very much at all. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to flip it back. I'm just going to stick it close to the edge. Make sure it's lined up. Incorporate it as so. So the inside also has blue. It's just up to you in which direction it is that you want to place it. Smoothen this side right here out to the best of my ability without that glue coming out of there. And that's not working. Okay, so how this goes. Same way. Now that we have that, it's time to do the back. So, for the back, I'm just gonna line it up. Okay, and it looks like it fits in there pretty good. I'm just gonna trim off this back piece some if I can. I have to just find something to be able to go in here to where I can be able to trim that off with no issues. So let me see for my smaller ruler. Okay, I can't find it, so I don't know if I should try to hand wing it or not, but I am going to attempt it. You guys have faith that my hand can stay straight. Alright, it's coming. I'm going to go from this other side now. I think I was able to get it. Alright. So you see you have that extra lip. It just depends on which direction you want to put it. Alright. So we are going to do like that. Now, yes, that fits in there perfectly, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and just hit it with my glue all the way around. Then I'm going to drop that piece up in there. So I'll probably just do the glue on the sides first. Depending on how fast I can get this. Now, bring this in, and I'm going to bring it up. Like so. Same thing on this side, in and up. Okay. So now that put it flushed to the back. And that is what our grad box looks like. It's nice and sturdy. This is what the back and the bottom looks like. This, if we want to bling this out with some trim or some ribbon, then we can do that as well. So if you want me to show you that, let me see if I have some ribbon, and I will do that part for you next. Okay, so I have here my silver ribbon, and I'm going to show you how to add the ribbon to this to give it a nice finished look without having the white around it, and it will look really great. Okay, so let me zoom in, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to add the ribbon here. I'm going to have my lighter, I have my glue, my ribbon, and my scissors. So the first thing I'm going to do is just heat this. I'm going to come here. I'm going to measure my ribbon, and all of this ribbon is going to line up on the side. Now you can bring it all the way in, or you can bring it closer into the side, and then you can glue it on both sides. Okay? So what I'm going to do is take and put some glue on the ribbon, like so. Like so. Now I'm going to take and trim this. Put this over. Take this part here. Now if you have double-sided tape, you can possibly do this part with double-sided tape as well. That one side done. That's how that's looking. Okay, nice sparkles. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this side. Again on the one side. This part down here isn't completely even, but it's alright. If I can shift it, then I'm going to shift it. If not, I'm going to leave it. And it looks like I might be able to shift it, which is a good thing, because this is like a little metallic-y, so it's a little easier to work with than that straight up polyester. So now it has a little on that side as well. So that is how that is looking so far. We're going to do this part here. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can do this, y'all, without tearing myself up. So I think I'll start here like that, so I can try to put it in the middle. That way I can put it to the inside and the outside. Okay. So that is how that one is going. Now, turn that over. That. Now to continue around. This is getting tricky, y'all. So like I've always said, if you're going to follow trends, always make your product stand out. As you can see here, that I am doing by adding this ribbon. Just get that glue up off my fingers. It's looking good. Okay, I just have to add a little glue here. this because it's metal. That's good and sparkly. Now I gotta add something around about there. And I feel like you guys are okay. That's good. So now I'm gonna do this part up here, and I'm just gonna measure this and then trim this. Like so. See if I can get this done a little bit easier way instead of me getting glue all over my fingers. So this isn't fraying too much, so it looks like this here we really didn't need okay. All right. That is nice and together. It's looking real flossy and glossy. Looking real flossy and glossy. All right, I'm just gonna cut this part right here off. Ooh, and that had glue on it. Good Lord. I'm gonna just glue that part down. All right. So there's the side. There's the front. There's the other side. And this is what we are looking like. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off for you. And I'm gonna show you what it looks like to have this on the back side. And what I did was just peel it off the foam board. Now I'm just gonna use a little adhesive. So if anybody wanted to just add it to the back, then they can, and you'll be able to see how that looks. Okay, so that is the back of it. Just do that real quick, and then we can go ahead and do the back side here real quick with some trim to finish it off. so we're gonna do like this. Across the back. So for those of you guys are asking, I don't want to leave you wondering this in your mind. So just let me show you. Okay. It's better to show than not show at all. Right? Just like that. Alrighty, there we go. So that's the finished back side. Finished side. Okay. Now you can use different type of glue, but just wanted to give you guys an idea of how it's going. Okay. Let me put you guys up so y'all can see what it's looking like. Back, side, and back to the front. All right, and that's the bottom. So everything is completed except for the bottom. Hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial.